Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to day 20, second last day. Today's lesson is because you're at the end of the course right now and you are doing so beautifully and you can see changes in yourself. Every day you applaud yourself for your commitment, your dedication. Your mirror is now your friend. You're starting to have fun with it. How about thinking about passing on some of this information to somebody else? If you're a parent, perhaps you'd like to pass it on to your children. If you don't have children, perhaps pass it on to somebody younger than you, perhaps a sibling, or just somebody you know, so that they themselves can start to realize that the nasty and negative things that are said to them aren't necessarily true. The behavior they learn from negative and nasty, toxic things said to them can be changed. And they can live their lives far better than what they do while holding on to that toxic belief that isn't true. I think for parents, all we want is the best for our children. And when they come across bullies and sometimes even teachers who are totally toxic, we regret decisions we made for them because we don't want to see them in those situations. So if you can make a child's life or a younger person's life better today, what would you say to them now that you know so much more? Today's exercise is very simple. Either you can decide to pass on the entire course or just a snippet of information to make somebody else's life better. Remember, sometimes advice can be unwarranted and maybe the person doesn't want to hear it. So think carefully before you do it. I honestly believe that the universe will bring the right person to you at the right time. So perhaps somebody will come along today and will just need that little bit of encouragement. You don't need to waddle off the course to them. You can simply give them a positive statement to change a negative thought and help them improve their day. It doesn't have to be all psychology. It can just be simply being kind. If you're a parent, perhaps you would like to sit down with your children and do something with them today. If you've got little kids, you can bring out crayons and paper and draw with them. And if you see some negatives pop up, help them change it into a positive so that they see themselves in a better light. If your teenagers come home upset, try and do something with them that they enjoy to brighten their day. Heaven knows, with everything going on right now, our teenagers are really, really struggling, especially those in high school. You can even say senior primary, junior primary too, because those kids have missed out on so much interaction due to COVID. So make your exercise about somebody else today and then journal about how it went. Bring some positive light into somebody else's day and see how you feel afterwards. My ending off thought for today. If you're a parent, or if it's just simply with somebody you love and you're not a parent, perhaps your siblings, as I said before, always keep a line of communication open. Even if they don't want to talk right now, always let them know that you are there anytime they need to speak, no matter how difficult the conversation is. And if you perhaps are younger and listening to this and you have to try and speak to your parents about something, remember, some subjects are just as embarrassing for us. They are just as difficult for us to speak to you about. So when you're feeling fear about speaking to your parents, that's okay. We're probably feeling the same thing too. So yeah, and always remember that your parents, well, maybe not my mother, but I definitely want the best for my children. And I love the relationship I have with my children, and I'd love to see other parents love the relationships that they have with their children. And yeah, that's it. I do hope you pop by for tomorrow's last day. Do follow me on socials. Pause for Self-Care on Insta, Facebook, and Pause for Self-Care with Di on YouTube.